Welcome to an Abington COPES moment. I will be serving as a guest host or co-host. As joining me is none other than the Abington COPES program director and the actual host of the show, Melissa Cook. Melissa.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I would say you're co-host at this point.
Can I really?
Yeah.
Right. How are things since we last chatted?
Things are very good. We had some exciting things that we just wrapped up.
We're going to talk about?
Yeah. So things are good. I feel like we have some momentum. Things are going in a positive direction. I'm feeling good about Abington COPES right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
For those who aren't familiar, maybe this is the first time they've seen this show, because a lot of times when we do these shows, I think this might be our eighth or ninth episode.
Yeah.
For those who may not be familiar, can you give a little bit of an oversight of Abington COPES and its mission when it comes to the community?
Yep. So Abington COPES is an acronym. Community Outreach, Prevention, Education, and Support. So we work on positive youth healthy development. Prevention is a big focus of ours, and then helping families and individuals with substance use disorder. So this started, we've been around 4 years last month, which is like, oh my goodness. But I started getting going. I lost my sister 5 years ago to an overdose 5 years ago this month. So I just wanted to acknowledge that because I was thinking of her as I came in here. So,
is it the primary reason why you got involved, and how do you feel that this organization has evolved since you've been a part of it?
For sure, primary reason, 100%. And then once we got going, I got really excited about prevention. Like that is because I feel like prevention is like sunshine and rainbows and like, you know, working with families. Like we have someone on our board who is in the treatment field. Like that can be a little heavy, but prevention, I feel like really passionate about prevention. And of course, because of my sister, helping families is like primary focus as well. So.
Okay, let's kind of start with the most recent fundraiser here at the high school, where Abington Community Access and Media is located. There was an event, I think you had, was it community, individuals from the community, and I think from the high school taking on the great Harlem Wizards. What a fantastic, fun event.
Yes.
Talk to me about the event itself, or
Yep.
And how it came together as an event.
Yeah, so this was an event for, there's like a separate, the Teen Center Initiative Committee. It's kind of a separate effort, but prevention and all of that like deeply aligned. So that's like a small committee, a small group of parents that we've been chugging along for like a year. And we wanted to do a fundraiser to raise awareness of what we're trying to do, bring attention to the fact, get the community together. So I saw like another coalition on the North Shore. They brought in the Harlem Wizards, and I was like, should we? And I put it out to the group, and we were thinking like maybe it's just not going to happen this year because their calendar got busy. Like it gets busy for everybody. So we were thinking like maybe November, and then they messaged me and they said, oh, we had a March date pop up, and I was like, okay. And I was kind of like, oh, sometimes I get I need a little break from planning things, but I put it out to them, and it was actually Melanie Whitney and Sue Matthews. They were like, I think this would be a great opportunity. So I was like, okay, here we go. So we put it together in like 6 weeks. Super awesome. We met with Felicia, the superintendent, and she was totally on board. We had to get a home team together of, that was fun. We had a lot of educators. Felicia and Miss Sullivan were the coaches. We had Adam Gunn, our veterans agent. He was a ref. We had Jared Driscoll, the deputy fire chief. He was part of the home team, so that was fun, taking their photos, getting them up on Facebook. The day itself was super awesome. The energy, I mean, it was just, Ryan, who sits on my board, he was like, because I feel like we've done a lot of things, and he goes, this is the best thing you've done. And I was like, okay. It was just a lot of laughs were had, and a lot of community spirit was felt.
Yeah, how do you describe to me the turnout and the response that night? Do you feel that folks really turned out and packed the gym?
Oh, it was packed for sure. I was almost like, because we sold online over 600 tickets, and we could sell.
Wow.
Yeah. We could sell at the door too, and I was almost. We thought, do we shut it off? Because it was like, how are you going to fit this many people in? But like, they assured me they would all fit, because they're kids, little spaces, little bums, didn't take up so much room on the bench. But it was having that many people come together. It was just like, it was such a, all I can say is the community spirit was like so alive. So it was awesome.
Well, events like this seem to resonate with a community, bring a community together. How important is that piece to Abington COPES' mission?
Abington COPES, is like community. I was talking to my daughter the other night, and she said, she asked what one of my best friends did, and she goes, is it all about the community, like what you do, everything you do is about the community? And I was like, kind of similar, like whatever, but yeah, that's just what we bring. We try to, collaborate with community partners and bring people together and raise awareness and like have a focus on the kids, because, the kids have school and sports, but like they need more than that. So there's a lot of time existing outside of school, and just the kids are so important they're our future. So they're like so important. They're the most important people in our community.
They're vital.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yep.
Do you see this becoming somewhat of an annual event, so opening the door to similar fundraisers in the future?
So the event was planned, Melanie Whitney, like I mentioned, Sue Matthews, and Allison Phipps. She worked for Rockland Rec. She doesn't any longer, but she was a super good grab that we got. It was 4 of us. And we still haven't debriefed yet, met to like kind of debrief. I mean, the kids would love to have it every year. It is, a lot of work getting the teachers. I don't know if we kind of feel, we haven't fully talked it out, that it's like an every other year type of thing to like, oh good, they're coming back. So if it happened every year, it might not.
Lose its pizzazz.
A little bit, yeah. And getting we had 19. I think we had 17 players, 2 coaches, so it was a lot, and it was on a Sunday. So having educators come out, take time away from their family on a Sunday, I feel like that might be like a hard ask every year. So, but the teachers were they were psyched to be part of. Our school resource officer, Jimmy White, oh my gosh, he was so excited to be a part of it.
He had a nickname too, didn't he?
Jay Breezy.
Jay Breezy.
Yep.
And then we had Mighty Mike Lyons was also a part of it.
Yes.
Who's related to
somebody here, right?
Our producer today.
Amazing producer.
Yes.
Yes.
Who had his shine for a moment. My understanding is he sunk a 3-pointer.
Yep. When I saw
Way to go, Mike. Way to go, Mike.
Right.
So beyond the entertainment factor of this, what kind of impact will the funds that were raised have for your programs?
So that's something we have to debrief on as well. But we've been holding events at Frollo. I have an office upstairs. It's an old classroom, but there is a ping pong table in there that's just been there, and I would like to add to that to make it a game room. So that's another, I want the Pac-Man, arcade, the big, arcade games. I would love to put a couple in there.
Of our youth's past.
Yes. Yep.
But those are fun.
So
when
fun.
you go to an arcade and you'd be able to
Right.
play those, and even some of the newer ones if you go into the arcade, some of them are kind of a full-on experience.
Yeah. And people love the old school games too. So why wouldn't kids want to come?
I like it.
Yeah.
We're talking about the youth. Let's talk about something I know that you have chatted about here previously, and that is a youth center, the hope to one day have a youth center here in Abington. Is there any update in that direction?
I mean, that's like a big want, right? To get that's like a big want. So I feel like we've been plugging along, doing what we can. We're holding events at Folio as often as we can. But we're all we're volunteering our time to do that. So you can only do so, volunteers can only give so much. So it is hard. We would like, what our goal is to have a permanent space for either Friday or Saturday night, just start one or the other, every Friday or every Saturday, 6 to 8, whatever the hours, like space for kids, like open gym, come hang out, come play games. That's really our goal. I don't know how we're gonna get there, but I feel like, having it being put out in front of the town that we are trying to do this, hopefully we get more parents that, maybe they know somebody that can help with this or whatever, but yeah, that's our goal, so.
Is the vision to hopefully one day have a standalone brick and mortar building, or maybe just to kind of get it off the ground, maybe you find a small commercial space in a strip mall where you can lease the space,
right,
and that it be able to be an area to have a game room,
right,
to be able to come and to meet and talk about being a youth.
Yeah, that would be either or. Would be great. Obviously, that is going to take a lot of people, a lot of planning, and a lot of money. Okay. So, yeah, that's. I have chatted with our town manager, and they are breaking ground on a 9,000 square foot teen center in Marshfield. So we are gonna, me and some other people are gonna go down there and check it out. But that was, a couple $1 million. So. Yeah.
Never say never, right?
I will never say never.
No, at least start talking about it, and maybe the dream can come true. And whether it's 5 years, 10 years, but keep pressing on.
Right.
Let's talk about something else here that you're kind of excited to talk a little bit about.
Yeah.
And that is Screen Free Week coming up.
Yes.
May 4th to the 10th.
To the 10th.
Talk to us about this initiative. What is it, and what inspired Abington COPES to get involved?
Well, so Screen Free Week is May 10th, encouraging people to turn off entertainment and reconnect with offline activities.
Is it like a national thing?
It is, yeah. It's not like an Abington COPES thing.
Okay.
It promotes exploring nature, reading, and face-to-face social interaction to reduce digital addiction and encouraging healthier habits. So, I think I just wanted to have a conversation about kids and screens and their phones. So the May 4th to 10th, the week prior to leading up to, on our Facebook page, I'm going to be posting about Screen Free Week and have resources. Screenfree.org, they have a ton of resources. And they have like 101 activities to do during Screen Free Week. So it's kind of just like a social media campaign at this point, because that's all like I can have the bandwidth to do this year. So
when you say screen free, are you saying screen free as in using our digital devices? Are we talking about staying away from the TV as well?
I mean, I guess this National Screen Free Week is both. Okay. Because I had was right. I had originally said like screen like phones, like iPads, and then I was like, oh, it's TV too. So but that is it's just more about face-to-face, people interacting, having conversation, families, not going, let's go for a walk, let's do this, let's reconnect as a family. So. But I just think knowing what I know, like teens on average are spending 7 to 8 hours on screens a day. Obviously that has a tremendous impact on their mental health, and we are in the middle of a youth mental health epidemic crisis. and like knowing some of the stats I do, it's hard not to want to talk about it. So for me, and just to keep it real, like I have a 9th grader, 8th grader, and 6th grader. And like reading articles, and there's a great book, The Anxious Mind, knowing how much screens are impacting our kids. I was like, and I'm watching my kids, and I was like, I got to check your screen time. And the first time I did it, my son was like, oh my gosh, no, no, no. He's like, I promise I won't use my phone. He was so nervous of what it was going to be. And then it really wasn't that bad, but like a lot of room for improvement. And then I checked my daughters too. And I said to both of them, my 6th grader doesn't have a phone yet. I said, we're not in trouble. I'm not punishing you. We're just seeing what it is, and then we're gonna work on it. And that's all. We're just gonna work on it. We're not getting a scolding here. We're like, can work on this together. Like I need to work on it too. So, 'cause we're their role models, so.
Yeah, so talk to me about why it is so important to encourage our kids, or even adults, to step away from screens, because I will be the first one to tell you that a lot of times I'm on my phone, I'm looking for things, I'll watch things on TV, watching the news and all that, but...
So for me personally, I feel like, and I've talked about it with my friends, we all, because of our phones, we all have we all have a little bit of ADD now. Because you feel like, even here, I'll go to check an email and then I hear a ping, so then I'm looking at that, and then like you get so distracted, it's hard to just focus.
Digitally multitasking is what we've
and you're never
doing.
Turned off from it. Like it's always on. Like, if you have your work email on your phone, so then you're out at dinner and you see like, you're like, oh, you're just always connected. You're never disconnected.
It's funny you say that, because there's been times where I've answered something at dinner with my missus, or out somewhere, and she'll let me know. She's like, what are you doing?
I know. I know.
This is our time here.
Right.
And she's right. That I have to, because I'm somebody who want to make sure that I don't forget. I'll see it. That's
totally.
the problem. I'll see it and then forget to respond to it. And then the person will, a couple days later, go, hey, I sent you an email. I'm like,
I know. Ooh, I know. And because then you'll think of it like, oh, shoot.
But that's not an excuse. But we're all addicted. And I think I told you before the cameras went live that notoriously, I'll go to bed, a later hour, but then I pop up at 4:30 in the morning. The first thing I reach for is my cell phone. And I'll scroll. I'll do the scroll for 5 or 6 minutes. I'm like, all right, I'm tired enough. I put it back. But then 10 minutes later, I'm picking up, doing the scroll, and it's a bad habit.
So I was a stay-at-home mom, and I read this article when they were little, and it was like, wait for recess is what it was called for moms. Like, don't pick up the phone when you first get up. Like, get through all your morning routine, get through it all, and then like wait for recess. Like, wait till later to pick up your phone. Like, don't start the day picking up your phone and like, oh geez, seeing this headline and whatever. And so it definitely is hard, but it's hard, like I think I was saying to you, it's hard for us, so imagine how hard it is for our kids. But their mental health is suffering like badly because of it, because the bullying, the comparison,
cyberbullying is crazy,
which is hard for adults. Even compare, oh well, they were doing this, oh should I be, so it's like for kids that's really hard. And then seeing all of them were out here and I wasn't inviting, for girls especially, like as far as imaging, body imaging, like it's really hard. And like the numbers, like the Youth Risk Behavior Survey is a national survey that we're going to be doing an abbreviated version in Abington shortly, but it's like 35% of kids report feeling so depressed in the last 30 days that they don't want to do their regular activities. And these numbers are similar to what we saw in Abington 2 years ago when we did it. 10% of kids have seriously considered suicide. That's like a couple classrooms of kids at the high, just a couple that have seriously considered suicide. Like that is terrifying. But there is good news. The good news is taking working on screen time, even taking little breaks, like cutting back a little bit can make a difference. And the other good news, I think, is kids are talking about mental health. Like, it's like they want to talk about it. Like, the stigma is like really being broken with this generation. Like, it's okay not to be okay. That's like, they know that, that's something that, us, maybe we didn't really say that.
No,
but the kids, yeah.
We tended, I feel that my generation tended to kind of like, kind of tough it out. Rub a little dirt on it. Where what's great
suffered
about
in silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what Abington Public Schools has done is they have found ways to the little things that every now and then we'll see signs up in the cafeteria. It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
There's the positive signs are up and around that.
That's just their language.
Yeah.
A part of how they are. Like, it's like they know, 988, the helpline. Like, they know that, and they're seeking help too. So.
But knowing that the staff, the faculty, the administration is okay with that expression and being able to share that and doing it openly, posting it, having discussions. Yeah, that's key to finding a resolution.
Yeah, yeah,
definitely. Do you hope that this initiative becomes something that's more than a 1 week behavioral shift?
Well, of course, yeah. Yeah, because people see it, and then, hopefully after a week, or maybe making it through the month of May, working on screen time, and then that just becomes a habit. You do it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, a week, it just develops into good habits.
As we start to wind down our conversation here, what do you feel are some of the biggest challenges that the youth and families in Abington are facing right now, other than mental health?
I feel like that is the biggest challenge, and not that I just want to say that I don't want to say anything, like, I want to say it in the right way. Not that every child's mental health is, they're struggling, but I think just that is probably the biggest challenge. I have 2 teens and a 12-year-old, like, it's a lot, like, just the worrying about them, making sure they're, like, feeling good about themselves, the self-esteem, and, like, the kids and the comparison, and, like, it's just a lot trying to parent, like, healthy kids. So I feel like, in trying to balance everything too, because, most homes, 2 working parents, and it's hard to have your kid get them to all the things, and, just family dinners, like something we talked about, having that is like, that's just a challenge too. So I feel, it's just hard in today's day and age. But
if you will talk a little bit about how Abington COPES has collaborated with the schools, the public safety, and other local organizations to kind of get the message out.
Yeah. Oh, yes, now that you mention schools, our youth coalition, our ACYC, Abington COPES Youth Coalition, that has been something big and it's super exciting that we've gotten done this school year. We just did a Flurry of Positivity campaign, which the administration was super supportive of, and it was received really well. So the kids, they presented to each classroom a couple slides out of the power of positivity, and all the kids on a snowflake, that chose to, they wrote a little message, a positive message, and we put them, like, all over the school. And it was super cool. It's like those little, it was something little. It took a lot of planning and work to execute something little, but it does matter. It does change, like, help to change the culture.
Leaves an impression with those youth.
Right. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about any other success or stories that stand out that highlight the impact of your organization's work.
We just did, I brought these little sunglasses here. We just did some safe prom pledges at the high school. I was there during lunches 1 week. So it was to have a conversation with your caregivers, parents, about I promise to come home safe, capital PROM, to come home safe. And then we are just getting these sunglasses out to
hold those right up to
all the juniors, green for obvious reasons. And then
as we're actually showing a photo of these right now for folks to be able to see.
I promise to come home safe. So we did it last year, and then I wasn't going to do it. I didn't know because it's a little expensive, but a parent reached out to me, and I was like, whenever a parent asks, like, want something, I'm like 100% yes. Like, we want to do, like, whatever, you know, to help in any way we can. So it's something little, but, like, it matters.
Go a long way.
Yeah.
It definitely can.
Yep.
What's next for Abington COPES? Any upcoming events or initiatives that people should know about other than Screen-Free Week?
We have Prescription Take Back Day. So I think it's our third, or maybe even third or fourth Prescription Take Back Day we've done. That's like a super important initiative, like for the whole community. I forget the exact stat, but like a lot, you know. They say, like, don't be the dealer, get rid of unused medication, because that can start, like, a child or anybody. They take something from the medicine cabinet and then they're off and running. So unused medication.
And you don't want to flush that down the toilet.
No.
That's not something you want to do either.
Not good for the environment.
So that's not good for the environment. So it's best to...
It saves lives.
To find out where there is, whether it's the Abington Police Department has, like, a disposable bin that is...
Right in the lobby.
Easy enough to do.
Yep.
Let's talk about if anybody wants to get involved, somebody who wants to volunteer, support your efforts. What is the best way to do that?
Come to our monthly meeting. It's actually the second Wednesday of the month, 6 o'clock, at the community room in the police station. Wicked good cookies. I actually have to go home and make those tonight for a meeting.
Nice.
Yep. And like I try to say, like, if you can't, like, we don't ask for a commitment. We don't ask you to do. It's all volunteer. Like, and if you can't, it's not okay. You came. You have to come to every meeting. Like, when you can, if you want just to be updated, like, we can do that. We can communicate through email. If you want to say, like, hey, I can volunteer at the 5K, but I can't really give, you know, that's what I can give. Totally awesome. Like, whatever you can give. I feel like we're a small group. I say small but mighty. We're pretty laid back. I feel like I'm pretty laid back. We're just, and I feel like we've all become friends too. So I feel we're a pretty welcoming group. And we would love to have as many people as we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other information, whether it's a website or an email, if folks want to reach out and have more questions after seeing this program?
Yep. AbingtonCopes.org is our website. AbingtonCopes@gmail.com is our email. Facebook, Instagram, can message us there as well.
Okay.
So.
Well, I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Anything we haven't mentioned before we say goodbye?
I don't think so. I think we covered a good deal.
All right. Well, thank you again for co-hosting this with me.
Thank you very much.
And we want to thank you for tuning in to an Abington COPES moment. Again, the idea is to bring you up to date with some of the great things the organization is doing, the awareness that they're providing, some of the initiatives that they are creating for your community. Until our next conversation, have yourself a safe day.